As an incorporation, if your incorporation has not had any transaction for 1 year, basically no incoming of money, no outgoing of money, your revenue is zero, in that case, you would be filing T2 Nil Report. I made 2 videos to show how simple this is. You would basically download the form from CRA website, fill in the detail as zero revenue, and then submit to CRA by postal method. And here you would pay zero money. So it was free except the postal charge what you would incur. Recently, some of the users, they came back and they said that they have been penalized by CRA $1,000 for doing paper-based submission. And I called CRA today to find out what is happening, and they informed that post 2023, it is mandatory to file the T2 report online. And while the CRA website says the uh, filing itself is free, you will have to use a software which is vetted by CRA, and these softwares are incredibly expensive for someone who is trying to do T2 nil report where there is no revenue. I'm still trying to find if there is a cheaper option where you don't have to bleed from your pocket to pay this amount when you have no income or revenue from your incorporation. While I'm still trying to find, please drop me an email. If I find someone, I can just recommend that to you, and that way you can maybe save some money. Now, I have pulled down these 2 videos because I don't want any more people to suffer paying this $1,000 penalty. However, I'm adding this video here with a warning that this is only for information. Please don't do the paper-based method and end up paying out of your pocket. Just to understand how simple this filing is, I'm keeping this video here, but you will have to do a e-filing.
Hi friends, in this video I'll show you how the T2 short return gets filled. I had made a detailed video on T2 Nil Report. Basically, when you have no income coming in and no expense outgoing, that is absolute zero, you still have to file the corporate tax return and you can file that as Nil Report. In case you have any transaction, any money involved, then it will not be Nil Report. You'll have to go through complete detail. So nil report is when you have absolutely no incoming and no outgoing. Basically, your corporation has not done any business. So how that form will get filled, I'll show you. So this is the link which you can find in the description for your ease. And once you come to this link, here you have a PDF fillable and savable form. Basically, once you open this, it's a 4-page document and this is a editable document. Once you start filling in here and you save it, you'll be able to take printout or you can do a online filing. So now if you're doing online filing, these are the software. Again, the link will be in the description. These certified software, none of them I could find free. If you find any of the software which is free, do let me know in the comment. But I couldn't find any of the free software. So what other option you have when you don't have a free software is to send by post the T2 Nil Return. Now, based on your resident corporation, you see here, there's a long list, Alberta, Manitoba. You can go through this. If you fall in this geography, then you will be sending to Winnipeg Tax Center. And if you are in this geography location, then you will be sending it to Sudbury Tax Center. And if you are in any of these geography, okay, so go through this in detail because you see here, you have some of the Ontario location also listed here. Hamilton, Kingston, Kitchener, Waterloo, Ottawa, all of these. Okay. So you will be sending then to Prince Edward Island. So this is the address based on where your geography is, you will be sending. And you could send this by post, Canada Post. You can have a tracking number and that way you know it is getting delivered and it's getting processed. So this is about the where to send the document. Now coming to the T2 short return. To make this video short, I have already filled this form. Okay, so as I said, this is a 4-page form and you have this detail who can use T2 short return. So you can go and read this at your own time. Okay, very simple English. You'll be able to read through this. And if you find you're not understanding, then taking a professional help will help you, even if it means money. Okay. So once you come down here this is the page 2. Here corporation name, whatever it is given in the incorporation document, same thing gets entered. Same is with business number. And then in this case, now we are in June 2023, when the corporate tax filing will be happening. And that is for the tax year end 31st December 2022. Now you need to know your corporate tax cycle. If you don't know, you can just call up CRA and you will get to know when the tax cycle is. And based on that, the tax year end, you'll have to fill. So this is one thing. Now, when it comes to all these, heritable table, enter 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So as I said, there is no incoming and there is no outgoing. So all the entries here will be 0. Same here, 0. Okay. And then same here, 0. Here you fill all zeros. Now, when it comes to this page 3, you enter the business number followed by RC and the 4-digit number which is there in your incorporation document. Then corporation name as in the incorporation document. Then address of head office. If it has changed, then the response will be yes. If it has not changed, then the response will be no. If it is yes, then the address will have to be updated here. Okay. City, province, everything. Same goes with the mailing address. If it has changed, the response will be yes. And if it has not changed, then the response will be no. And then if it is yes, fill the detail. Okay. So location of books and record. If it is different from head office address, here my response is no. The head office and the corporation office, everything is same. You see how it is and choose the response. If it is yes, then you have to provide the address. Okay. If not, then it will be no. So once you fill this, type of corporation at end of tax year. Now I filled in other private corporation. What is your corporation? You can come to this link. Okay. Type of corporation, you can come to this link. And here you have different type of corporation and it clearly mentions what does it mean. Canadian controlled private corporation, all details are given here. When it comes to other private corporation, all details are given here. So based on what your corporation is, you can just cross-reference from here and then select what is applicable. Okay. Then this 085, I left it blank when I filled for the first time and I had not done any income. That time I had left it blank. Now, if you want, you can go and read this section and choose accordingly. In my case, I left it blank. Now, coming to this part. Okay. So the tax year return is for the duration 1st January 2022 to 31st December 2020. That 1 year tax cycle. Okay. Has there been any acquisition of control resulting in application of subsection 249? Okay. So the answer is no. In case anything of this sort happens, then the response will be yes. So here the response is no. Is the date on line 061, that is this, a deemed tax year end according to subsection 249 3.1? My response was no. Is the corporation a professional corporation that is a member of partnership? My response was no. And then is this first year of filing after incorporation? The answer you will choose, if it is first year, yes. If not, no. Okay. If it is an amalgamation, then you choose the appropriate response. Has there been a wind up of subsidiary under section 88? My response was no. Is this final tax year before amalgamation? The response here was no. Is this the final return up to dissolution? The answer was no. Okay. Now, net income, as I said, there was no income or outgoing, so it was 0, and that's why it's nil report. And the province, Ontario, tax installment paid, 0. And then if there is any excess payment which is done, you can indicate the refund code. So assuming that there is no transaction, this will be left as it is. Now, once you come down, this attachment section, I left it entirely blank. Okay. You can read at your own time. And then when it comes to additional information, is the corporation inactive? The response here was yes. That's how there was no income or outflow of money. And then all this was left as 0. Okay. So once this was done, if the corporation's major business activity is construction, did you have any subcontractors during the tax year? Response is no. If this return was prepared by a tax preparer for a fee. So if you are taking any professional help, then they will have the e-file number that will get entered here. So once that is done, there is the certification part where the last name is entered, first name is entered, and position, whatever the incorporation certificate has the position, that is getting filled here. And then date, you enter the date when you are doing this, and signature will be done after everything is filled and the form is filled. After that, the signature will be done. This is not a editable section. That's the reason it's not an editable section. Then you have your telephone number entered here. Okay. And then, is the contact person same as authorized signing officer? The answer is yes, if it is getting filled by you and you are filing. If not, the answer will be no, and then the authorized person's name and telephone number. So once this is done, the last part is language of correspondence. Okay. Language of correspondence will be either English or French. So if it is English, enter 1. And with this, the entire form has been filled. Okay. So you see here, this schedule 1S, then this form, which is the page 1, and then page. Once this is done, all you need to do is take a printout, review it, and then send to the address what is given here. Okay. So it's that simple. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Do comment and let me know your thought. Thank you.